Hello, and welcome back to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files MillionHeir. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part 2, and we're going on to investigate Emmy Daynow. Yes, I'm Emmy. What's with the uniform? Are you a talent scout? I've been practicing. I can fall asleep in the blink of an eye. Who are you again? Oh, that's convenient. Having the pineapple be right there. I would have loved, though, to have seen a PC version of this game with, like, higher resolution. I know it's pretty much impossible now, but it would have been nice. Oh, by the way, I figured out why the thing was lagging so much in the last episode. Because, like, it's 95-degree heat outside, and I hadn't even turned on the air conditioning, and my fan wasn't going, because if I have the fan on, it has an annoying background noise when I'm trying to record stuff. So that's basically why, because it was so hot in here, my computer was getting overheated. Because it's just a laptop with a pretty crappy cooling fan. Oh yeah, it also has the inner scenes from Madame Fate 2, and fittingly enough, this one is of Madame Fate. And so, like, for day and night, you draw a line to them. And I guess Madame Fate, like, has such a popular and established name in this world that, like, they make fake vending machines to be found in random, like, rooms. I wonder, though, if this is an accurate depiction of what Madame Fate actually looks like under her veil. I doubt it. But maybe. That's it. These clues are tricky, but a master detective like you can handle it. Don't forget to use this special clue finding technique during the rest of your investigation. And then it just boots you back to the room select instead of like in Madame Fate where you would just get sent. Well, you could go back to the map, but you could also just immediately go back to the larger scene. Well, here's something I guess they took from Huntsville, only needing to find every item but one. for some of these early levels. That's an authentic Huntsville experience. No need to snoop, I'll talk. Mr. Rich was my biggest fan. I still carry these photos of the last time we were together, though one of them looks strange. And the puzzles are all pretty simple, but they're still enjoyable for what they are. Oh wow. Usually there's a difference where one of the paparazzi is lit up or appears when he shouldn't be, but this time it's not there. So that's something nice, that there is some randomization even with these things. Something modern MCF games sorely need is randomization to encourage replayability. Sure, anything you want to know. Phil loved my movies after all. I bet he still has those rare commemorative tickets from my last big premiere event. I'd love to get them back, but I'm too... Phil has her commemorative movie tickets. That's enough to have reason to kidnap him over a matter of tickets. Anyway, we can go on to Leo Ryan. I mean, this game is like smaller, at least initially, the levels size, but it makes up for it by having, like, you go through all the suspects once, then go through half of them to find the heir, and then the other half of them to find the culprit, which, I mean, it could be considered padding, but it's also additional, like, content. Hello, I am indeed Professor Ryan. Are you interested in the fissiparous nature of globular clusters? Quite fascinating stuff, I must confess. Ho ho. Have a seat. My presentation will commence shortly. Now, I think by Neptune they mean like the astrological symbol, yeah. But I don't keep those memorized. I have no need of it. Like, what's so bad about just writing Neptune? Why do you need to have special symbols? Maybe I should have tried recording this in the winter time when it was a lot colder in here. Though I could always try putting my laptop in the freezer. That ought to cool it down pretty quick. Oh well, I'll come back to try and find the other stuff. Alert! The crime computer detects stuff that requires special attention. Detective, you will use your stylus to alter an object in some manner. Yeah. This is the introduction to the interactive objects. And now, like, some of these are, you need to actually interact with them, but others, like, can be solved just by, like, literally just clicking on them. Like, see, I just tapped it once, and then it's good. The mug was full. Usually the flip ones, you do actually need to turn them or something, but not always. And then in Phil's library, it's weird that you do the tutorial but about the flashlight, but then you don't need it in Emmy Daynow's room. Like, Emmy Daynow's, like, level at all. Okay, like, this is just getting ridiculous, so I'm sorry for the background noise. I'll try to edit it out as much as I can, but I'm turning on the fan. I hope you won't be able to hear it too bad, but it just needs to be there, because otherwise, like, I won't be able to do it at all. If I'm having such problems early on when I'm not even like 10% done with the game, it'll get very ridiculous very quick. And now, wouldn't the kicker of all this with like going through such trouble and stuff, wouldn't the funny thing be that like this whole recording session conked out and didn't work properly, so I'd need to redo this game yet again? Huh. Because it's been about 6 months, I think, since my last attempt of the game. Yeah, because it's right now June of 2022. And I last tried it, I think, around Christmas time of last year. Where's the bat? I'm expecting it to just be a postage stamp, which is what I'm looking for, but I suppose it could also be the rubber stamp. I know what you're thinking, I could just get a hint for it, but where would the fun be in using hints? Did George Washington need to get a hint when he crossed the Delaware? No. Did the soldiers on D-Day need to get a hint when they stormed Omaha Beach? No. So I'm not gonna use a hint. Though they do give you quite a few hints for this game. Well, I'll go back to the other room and try to find both those things. And that really isn't the lizard monster there. Oh, it is, but the past several times I was clicking on them somehow didn't register. Ain't that nice? Huh. Well, go back to the library, try to find the stamp. Wow, that's really big, really noticeable, but somehow I missed it. I guess because I was expecting it on like a letter or something. The crime computer has charted a glaring anomaly in Mr. Ryan's aurora. Perhaps adjusting the pieces of this image will help refocus the situation. Now here's just a straight up jigsaw puzzle. One thing I wish though is that the puzzles changed and were unique to, well, not really unique, but they changed depending on the order you did them in. Like if you did Emmy Daynow after Leo Ryan, you'd do a jigsaw puzzle for her, while you did Spot the Difference for Leo Ryan. But I guess that would have been too much to program in. Nice work. Now it's time to find out what Leo Ryan knows about Phil. I see. I was so concentrated on the heavens I didn't notice that you are a detective. I bet that reading my paper on astroluminacy was required reading at the academy, no? Well, no matter. Leos like Phil and I would never hold that against you. Now, I really don't understand this motivation, because everyone else has some sort of, like, item or something that Phil has kept from them and they want to get it back. But Leo Ryan has the same astrological sign as Phil. What does that have to do with anything? I don't know. Before you go, there might be some old equipment I picked up from Phil on way back. Let me see. Ah, yes, here. See? He wouldn't have shared this with just anyone. And I'd just like to point out, it's a really nice touch that all the characters, like, actually blink. It's such a simple thing, but it really adds a lot to them, I think. You can take it with you, detective. Just give it back before Haley's Comet returns. Ho ho. Isn't Haley's Comet like once every 27 years or something? You got the X-ray. You've made some excellent progress, detective. It appears, though, we can't access this page at the moment. Let's go back to the study. Maybe we can find a clue to solve this puzzle. Alert! The crime computer detects an extremely dangerous device. This radioactive device is incompatible with basic detective training. Danger! Danger! High voltage! Please contact your friendly detective support help desk or just tap the bottom screen. Chapter 2. Showdown in the Dusty Corral. Good heavens, detective, I realized that I never told you how to operate the X-ray. I don't know why they changed his sprite to something else for this scene. Oh my, this mansion brings back a lot of memories. I lent Phil most of these books, you know. Look here, this edition of comics is quite the collector's item nowadays. Alright, the X-ray. The DS icon on the bottom right brings up your toolbar. Try that now. Now see, here, he has a motivation. It could have just been he wanted his rare book back. But instead, they made his motivation that he's a Leo. What has the game got against Leos? Great quasars, don't point it at me. I've get enough radiation from my meteor collection, thank you. Try out your new gadget here in Phil's study. With all this clutter, there's bound to be something of value to your investigation. Now the X-ray's pretty cool, because like they actually had to go through and identify like typical metal things like the fireplace stuff to make them highlighted in this thing. Like the metal rim of the chair. Or that ain't even metal. That's just wood. So I don't know what that means. But like seeing the light bulb through there and a gun hidden behind there. Pretty neat. And a secret trap door here. I don't believe that actually ever comes up, though. Maybe it did at one point, but they scrapped it. A bunch of money in his briefcase. I like the joke that normally it looks fine, the bar graph, but actually it's negative and going down. And then in the briefcase is the eraser. You found the super eraser. The super eraser can erase things, just like a normal eraser can, but it can also erase pesky ink blotches on paper. To use the eraser, rub the stylus over the area. Try it now and ink smudge in the dossier. Well, I will try it, but in the next part. So like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time. I'll still be here with my handy dandy fan.